Hi, Joe Dante for Trailers from Hell. Here's a quote for you. Quote, "Say what you will, the trial is the best picture I ever made," unquote. Well, Orson Welles said that. A lot of people didn't agree with him. The trial was not a hugely successful picture, critically or financially, but I think he had something. It's a pretty damn good movie. I saw the trial at the late lamented Guild 50th Street Theater in New York City down the street from Radio City. That's where I bought my first copy of the novel from a display in the lobby. I was about 15 years old and unfamiliar with Kafka, but I was already a fan of Orson Welles, and the movie knocked me out. Welles chose the trial from a list of public domain titles given him by producers Michael and Alexander Salkin. As it turned out, the trial wasn't PD, and he had to shell out for it. The novel had its chapters rearranged by the publisher, so Welles felt free to do the same in his screenplay, which also rewrites the ending. Originally, Welles was to appear only briefly in the role of a priest, but when his choice for the advocate, Jackie Gleason, turned it down, he played the part himself. His European reputation was undiminished despite his Hollywood trials, and he was able to muster a top-flight cast for what was considered a French production. Anthony Perkins considered his involvement the highlight of his career, and he's well cast as the hapless Joseph K., as he was as Norman Bates, arrested, tried, and executed for a crime that is never revealed to him. One of the strongest aspects of the film came about by accident. After shooting exteriors in Zagreb, the producers told Welles they would have to shut down, having run out of cash. Welles, ever the pragmatist, suggested everybody hightail it for Paris, where he would finish the film on a reduced budget. Although he had planned a minimalist approach using abstraction and few sets, Welles improvised a completely different take, shooting the bulk of the film at Paris's abandoned Gare d'Orsay railroad station and transforming it into the Baroque, disorienting world of Kafka. I have to concede a lot of people don't much like the trial, finding it pretentious and gloomy. That it is, but there's so much visual invention and cinematic bravura on display here that it overcomes its bumpy pacing. The atmospherics alone, propelled by the haunting use of Albinoni's Adagio and the constant presence of Welles on the soundtrack, he dubbed 11 characters, coupled with the fact that this is one of the few films released in the form he intended, make this a cinematic treasure.